Yo, what is going on, everyone? Today we're going to be doing an unboxing of the Zinc Alloy Wooting 80HE. This has been one of the most hyped keyboards on the market, so we're going to go ahead and just get started. I have opened this already on stream at StubbyFPS_ on Twitch, so if you do want to see me unbox all my items when I first get them, go check that out. That's the best place to do it, and then I normally do it on the channel. Oh, these are thingies. That's cool. So you have 6 degree and then 10 degree tilt. Let's just get right into it. Onto the bottom, you have a pull tab here, and then this all comes up. Wooting has really put a lot of notes over the entire box. Here it says, "You with us, challenging the industry." Then you have a little heart here. The actual design of the box on the Zinc Alloy model says Wooting and is made out of different styles of Wooting, so it's kind of cool. Inside the box, you get a hard case. It comes in a very nice hard case. It does have a handle on the top. Like I said, this is a travel case, and it comes with everything you need to use this pretty much on the go. It does have what looks to be like a hook for luggage, I would assume. You have 2 zippers on it. Go ahead and get that opened up. Now you have 2 sections here. You have a top flap, which holds a lot of the accessories, and then a bottom flap with 2 pockets in case you need to store anything in here, and then the board itself on the underside. It also did come with the cable, but I've been using the keyboard since I unboxed this the first time, so the cable is on my desk already. So I'll just start with a couple of extra screws so you're able to do any modifications to the board if you need it. Next, I have a few spare keycaps. I don't see these being useful to myself, but I believe this is but they're just a couple of extra in case you lose some. Next, we have the switch puller and just the spare switches. These come with the Lecker V2s, which sound just objectively better than the original Leckers. And then finally, you get a lot of these little feet things that you're able to use to tilt the keyboard upward. Going into the bottom half, you have these 2 pull tabs here that are made of Velcro, and then you have the keyboard here. Looking at the overall design of the keyboard, it is made completely out of that Zinc alloy with a powder-coated looking surface to it. I did sadly get a chip in mine, but I've already talked with Wooting about it, and they stated that anyone who does get the paint chips on these Zinc alloy models is fully under warranty, and you can get a new keyboard. So if that does happen to you with this specific copy of the Wooting, go ahead and contact support. They will fix that for you. On the bottom side of the board, you get this really cool little design with the Wooting logo here. The keycaps are the standard ones you got from the original 60HE with a better feeling to it. You do get that nice Wooting Windows key, which I think looks really nice. You have the light bar here, which I thought was really cool. We're gonna go ahead and get this plugged in so we can see how everything functions with the new Wootility software. All right, so here is the Wootility software. This is the new V5 version for the 80HE, and I believe it's gonna be up for the 60HE as well. There is an update. We're gonna go ahead and reload the web page just to make sure we have the newest updates. So now they've added a lot of really cool settings. If I can remember, the last Wootility software felt very similar to the Drunk Deer software, and this one feels a lot more involved. So we have the quick settings here where you're able to control your basic settings. Like here I have SOCD on my A and D, and then Rappy Snappy on my W and S. This just allows for better movement in a lot of games. Then we have their tachyon mode, which automatically enables the 8K hertz polling and scanning of the Wooting 80HE. You can go over here and select your different profiles. I only have my one profile. I haven't done too much to actually set up my keyboard. Here we have the actuation point. We're able to actually select which actuation points you want on anything. Like for me, I don't mind having the 1mm on everything. It's completely fine for me. Going over to the rapid trigger, this is where I actually set the rapid trigger settings. Like me, I have rapid trigger with continuous rapid trigger and all my settings here. This is where I actually enjoy it. I don't like having rapid trigger on anything else. It doesn't make sense to me. Then you have your RGB effects, which only work when you don't have tachyon mode enabled. I do have tachyon mode enabled. This does allow for 8K hertz scanning alongside having lower latency. So I can only change the static color of certain keys, which is completely fine by me. You have the light bar indicator. The light bar is supposed to be doing more later on, like system usage and volume. But for right now, it looks to be just a single color light bar that syncs with the lights that you have on the keyboard, or you can have it do something else. For me, I just have it on syncing with the keyboard because it just makes the most sense to me. But you do have an effect studio like you did with the RGB to be able to kind of create your own design. Next, you have the remapping. Remapping is the same as the previous Wootility copies. We're not even going to go over that. Here we have advanced keys. This is my most favorite section when I had the 60HE, was being able to go over and change what other keys did. Like for me with the 60HE, since you don't have the arrow keys, I set these 4 keys to be my arrow keys because it just made the most sense. This is where you're able to allow dynamic keystroke, mod tapping, the toggle keys, and then the rapid snappy plus SOCD. And then you have the gamepad mode, which allows you to treat your keyboard like a controller pretty much, and you can get that analog movement in certain games if that actually matter to you. But that's just a quick overview of their software. They have added and done a lot to it. I can't really get too deep into everything here, but if you are interested, leave a comment and I'll be able to go over everything in a full video going in depth into the new Wootility V5 software. So I forgot to mention anything about gaming performance. I haven't spent too much time gaming with this keyboard, so I can't really definitively say how I feel about it gaming. It does feel better than a 60HE. I can confidently say that. The gameplay clips you're seeing here are not of the Wooting 80HE at all. Like I said, I haven't put too many hours into this keyboard, so this video is just more of an overview and just my rough impressions. I do much enjoy it over the 60HE, and it feels on par to the CK75 from my previous review, where I was waiting for the 80HE to really give a good comparison to the CK75 because the CK75 felt so good. So I can confidently say that this feels on par, if not slightly better than the CK75, but I can't really say now because I don't have a lot of game time on this board. All right, so here we go. This is the Wooting 80HE. I have mine in tachyon mode, so it's going to be a static color over the entire keyboard. Let's go on to a sound test just to see how this keyboard sounds when compared to the original Wooting 60HE. All right, and that should be it. Thank you so much for watching this video all the way to the end. This is just a quick unboxing and just breakdown of the software for the Wooting 80HE. Hopefully this did help you out with your buying decisions going forward with this. I'll have a full review coming on this in a very soon because the Wooting 80HE is a very hype item and I want to make sure people know what they're getting into before they go and place their $175 or $300 order for the Zinc alloy copy. All right, but thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
You say you want it, oh baby girl, you say you want it. Baby, come get it. Oh, baby, yeah, you gotta get it. Hey, baby girl, drop all these problems. Look at everyone who's trying harder. I don't know if I should try harder, cause you're the only one I want.